something that I really learned that also with Dan Martel is that the important to focus on less tasks, but more important tasks. So I think that helps me a lot because we were like all over the place trying to do many things at the same time, but now we're really focused on what we have to do. So we centered on our sales first. So we started to growing our sales just by getting better at our follow-up process. And then we automatize it with AI. And I think the important to focus, it's amazing. So we don't have to do every little thing in our business. We just have to focus on what we are good and what is the most important thing that for our business in order to grow. I think that's like the main lesson. And of course, I will be always thinking about how I buy more time for me and my family. I thought before that is I hire new people, then I will spend money, but I then changed my mind because I'm winning more life back. And that's amazing. And at the same time, I'm growing because all the work that I didn't do before is now get done by my assistant.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Big Hitters Podcast. I'm joined by my friend Miguel, who I met through Dan Martel's elite community. And Miguel actually is in Ecuador, and he owns Harmonia Music Schools, and he's the chief marketing officer. His wife is the CEO. And I was just fascinated, to hear about the growth of his company. So I was eager to have him on the podcast. Miguel, tell us a little bit about the school. How'd you get started?
Yeah, first of all, thanks for inviting me. It's amazing to be here. Well, how I started? We started, my wife and I, just teaching, so doing lessons for some few students that we had. Like we started, of course, with 0, get to 20 after like 6 months, and then we started to grow. But it was really hard because we were musicians. We were not business owners. We did nothing. We know nothing about marketing, about sales, about anything. We just know chords and scales and stuff like that. So I forced myself to start learning to read. I started to read books, and then started to buy some courses, online courses. Then I joined many mentorships. So and that's how we turn from musicians to business owners and start to do things more technical, and get better and better and better. It took us 17 years, so it wasn't easy. And it wasn't a short-term goal. Yeah.
So you've been at it for a while.
Yeah. And we pretty much were grinding for like 10 years after we saw like the light after a tunnel, and we started to get better and better. But after 10 hard years.
So what was the pivot? What was the shift that got you away from just being a teacher to actually starting to grow a business?
Well, actually, it's because we were doing very bad. We lose students like crazy. We didn't know how to get new students in our school systematically. So we were, doing like flyers, but never actually do anything else. And then we get to a point that we were almost bankrupt. And then I started to search for new things. The thought that I have is it is impossible that nobody else in the world had achieved success in a music school. So I will try to pursue new things. And then I discovered Dan Kennedy, which was like the first book and coaching that I heard of. And it started from there. So I started to learn about marketing, about business, about that we have to measure everything. We didn't measure anything. And I started from there. And I saw results like very quickly. But after that, we keep growing and growing and growing. So started from there, basically.
Hmm. Hmm. So, okay. So how many locations do you have now?
Right now, we own 6 locations.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And do you mind if I ask a little bit about like the numbers and how it all, I know nothing about owning a music school. So I'm curious,
Okay.
like how much, like what's your bread and butter? Is it, do people pay a subscription? Is it, private lessons? Like how do you guys make your money?
Yeah. Well, our business model is that you came here to our lessons, to a free lesson, but it's a free lesson, but also is a sales conversation. So we try to close the most of the students on that first lesson,
Hmm.
and we close about 70% of the people that visit us and came to lesson.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we try to um well, first we sign the parents to a subscription, so they pay automatically, and
Hmm.
immediately we try to upsell to whole year of lessons. So if you pay, for example, month to month, you can pay $187, or you can pay 10 months and you get the full year. So you have 12 months. And that's how we started to grow. And we also have a retention system. So it's many, we have contests, we have recitals, concerts, and all of that is, we already thought that is, we have a lot of many different things during the year happening all the time. People are
Yeah.
going to be more excited, and that's how we retain like 95% of the students.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Wow.
that's
Are most of
basically
you,
the model.
are most of your students, do you have a lot of adult students? Are they younger? Who's typically your clientele?
Our main clients are kids from 4 to 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, from
And then
teen.
is it guitar, piano, a mix of both?
Yeah, we teach piano, guitar, violin, drums, and voice. That's
Okay.
like our main products.
And how do most people find you? Is it referral? Do you advertise online?
Yeah, we go hard on online advertising. So I became good at making ads and copywriting. Now we have a team that do that for us, and they take care of everything. But yeah, we started doing ads, and then we understand how funnels works, and then and now how we started to measure everything. We have our KPIs, and then we're starting to get better and better doing ads, bringing leads, call them, and get an appointment from the leads. So we get like 25 to 30% appointments from lead to appointments. We started to get pretty good at that, and that's how we started to grow, and we keep growing. We're doing the same
Mm,
funnel again and again for 8 years, pretty much.
okay. That's crazy. That's also amazing. So you built your own ads. Um,
Mhm.
and I have no clue what it would cost in Ecuador. I'm curious I know a lot of our audience probably would like to better understand, paid ads. What are you spending every month to get new clients?
Yeah, we're spending about $3,000 for the 6 branches, pretty much, and we're
That
getting
that's
like.
that.
Mhm.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And we're getting like 10 to 1
Okay.
from that. Yeah, for the new students that come. So we are signing about 10 to 15 new students per branch.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty much, it's like 50 to 1. 15 to 1 is a ratio that we're getting back our money from the ad spend.
Hmm. Okay. What do you think are some things that are going really well with your business, and what do you feel like you're having a hard time with?
We're doing pretty well. Well, I think we're doing pretty well on the day-to-day basis. So we know how to get leads. We know how to turn them into students. We know how to retain them. Sometimes I think that what is hard for us is like our process. We have to refine our process. We're working on that actually, because we want to scale even more. Our idea is to get to 20 locations in the next 10 years, but in the next 3, we have to get to 10. So that's the goal for the next 3 years, but we're gonna hold it a little bit to like get better at our systems, because I don't want to be part of the business anymore. I'm trying to get out of the business and become more like the manager. I don't know, but not be on the day-to-day operations, because I think.
Are you still having to give some lessons?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but in the marketing, I'm doing a lot because I'm the chief. Because I'm trying not to be the CMO anymore.
Okay. Cool.
Buying back my time, actually.
Yeah, I love that. And I want to talk more about that in a second. Let's talk about AI for a second. How are you using it in your business?
Well, we're using AI for many things, but for our business specifically, we're doing automations for from lead to appointment. So we're trying to all that conversation taken but that we used to call our leads. Now we're chatting with them, and we find a way that to chat that we can turn like 25 to 30% of people from lead to appointment. And now we already systemize and automated everything with AI. I didn't thought it was possible. I thought that we would have a lot of issues, and I don't know, but it's working. It's working. We're doing that for like 2 months, and it's working.
What's something that AI is doing for you that you didn't think was possible?
Like turning a lead into an appointment. So doing the conversation perfectly every time, better than our own assistants. So yeah, it's doing much better, because humans tend to change few things or change processes every now and then. Yeah, but AI is not. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
Also, we are, for our internal operations, we are doing SOPs and new processes using entirely AI. So we're using ChatGPT. We're understanding how to use projects. We upload files to projects with our templates of how we want our processes and SOPs be, and then turn it into a reality. Of course, we have to fix a little bit, but it's just a little. I never thought it was possible, but now we're doing it, and it's doing really, really good, really great.
That's awesome, man. I love to hear that. Are there any areas of your business where you feel like you should be using AI, but you're not?
Yeah, I think we want to implement in the future the calling with AI. It's just that I'm a little afraid of that. I don't know. I'm not. Well, I want that, but I don't feel comfortable yet that people is gonna be okay if AI call and they like find out that it's AI. I don't know, but in chat is much easier. But we want to call people also with AI. I don't know. I think we are just focusing on that part for now, but I know that I can use it for many other things. There are other apps or systems that we are not using yet, but we sure will. Yeah.
Okay, so that brings me to my next question. You and I met through Dan Martell's elite coaching group. How has his teaching and his book kind of changed your life and how you approach your business?
Where do I start? Well, I just got like 3 months ago. I have an assistant, but I never had before an assistant. So we have many other people that I thought that was important for our team. So I need to hire new people for a marketing role and many other things. But I discovered through Dan Martell that I was doing many tasks that were not very important, but was not, there's no need for me to do that. So
Yeah.
then so then I hired an executive assistant and a personal assistant. So I have 2 assistants right now, and it's awesome, man. It's awesome. I love it. I really buy back my time. So there was so many things that I didn't do for myself that my personal assistant is doing right now for me. So I was not in the, so I wasn't in the dentist for like 3 years, and now I was like 2 months ago, just because she made the appointment. I didn't have the time even for make the freaking appointment. And that was really awful. So myself, I was like not taking care of myself really good. But now that I have my personal assistant, she's making everything in my life and personal life works. And now with my executive assistant there, she is also amazing. She's doing a lot of work for me. She is managing my email inbox. She's managing my WhatsApp, my business WhatsApp, that everybody was always writing for me. They was like require my time, and now it's not. So I have more free time. I'm dedicating all my afternoons to my family. So now I work from 8:30 to 2 o'clock, and then I go home, eat my lunch, and then all the rest of the afternoon is for my 2 kids and my wife, and that's amazing.
That I love. Okay, that's amazing. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the most important business you run is your family, right?
Yeah.
So nothing more important than that. What
No.
anything else that you want to talk about? Is there anything else that we could talk about that we haven't talked about that gets you fired up?
Well, I would say that something that I really learned, that also with Dan Martel, is that the important to focus on less tasks but more important tasks. So I think that helps me a lot, because we were like all over the place trying to do many things at the same time, but now we're really focused on what we have to do. So we centered on our sales first. So we started to grow in our sales just by getting better at our follow-up process, and then we automatize it with AI. And I think that the important to focus, it's amazing. So we don't have to do every little thing in our business. We just have to focus on what we are good and what is the most important thing that for our business, in order to grow. I think that's like the main lesson. And of course, I will be always thinking about how I buy more time for me and my family. I thought before that is I hire new people, then I will spend money, but I already changed my mind, because I'm winning more life back, and that's amazing. And at the same time, I'm growing, because all the work that I didn't do before is now get done by my assistant. So that's amazing.
That was a question I had. Are your assistants in Ecuador, or are they in another country?
No, they're here in Ecuador. They're in my office. Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, if people want to learn more about who you are and what you do, where can they go?
Well, I forgot to mention something. I also showing other music school how to grow. Yeah, so we apply our model, our business model, our marketing, and everything to other music schools. So there's 2 ways to find us. And the first is visit our site. It's in Spanish. It's Harmonia, Harmonia. EC is like EC, the Ecuador.com. That's our website. And then if you're a music school owner and want help on your marketing and your business model and how to grow from nothing to what we already had, that is 1.25 million. So it's $1 million and a quarter. You can visit us as prestoprogram.com. That's our site. Yeah, if you're a music school and need help, want to grow, want to get better, even at your lessons, that's the two ways to find us.
That's cool. Well, thank you so much don't go anywhere because I want to keep talking, but thanks so much for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew.